Okay. Well, thanks, ladies, for coming. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Good? Okay. I wanted to go over what I do basically as my system, and it's been working really well for me. And so, being an Emerald personality, I like things very organized and very systematic. It's easy for me to follow. And so I'm hoping that this helps all of you guys as well. So I'm going to start first let me screen share this first. Let's see, screen share. Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This is in the Team Roar page. This is the thing I posted a couple weeks ago about downloading your Facebook friends list. So we have, get your pens out because this is like your to-do list for it to do. So first things first is to download your Facebook friends list. And this in here in the file section in our team page gives you step-by-step instructions of how to do that. And basically what I did once it sent me the file is I just copied and pasted it into an Excel sheet and made columns. And this is what mine looks like. So you see that's in the docs page. So let me go back here. So this is what mine looks like. So it's literally, there you go. Kelly's already got it. You can make it however you want, whatever works for you.
I haven't done much with it.
Well, I'm going to show you what to do with it now. So you can do with it whatever you want. I've tried a million things. I've tried Excel sheets and Google Docs. I've tried a million ways to keep track of people, and pen and paper just works the best for me. And that may not be the best for you, and that's totally fine. Find something that works for you, but this is what's working for me. So anyway, so I made the sheet. It literally has every Facebook friend of mine on a sheet. And I think there's like 10 pages of this. So that's step number one, is go download all of your friends on Facebook. If you don't have a lot of friends on Facebook, that's okay. We're going to talk about how to get more friends and how to find more people. So that's step number one. Step number two is go in your back office and print out an activity tracker. I know you hear it all the time. I have boycotted this for a long time. Just thinking, I don't need that. I'm good. I don't need it. But really, when I take a look at the weeks that I do my best or I get the best kind of reaction from people, I can see exactly how many people I invited that week, how many new friends I made, and I can tell when the weeks I have bad weeks because I'm like, oh, I didn't invite nearly as many people. So really, really use this. They made it for a reason, and all the top coaches use it for a reason because it's helpful. So that's step number two, is print this out. It should be in your back office under My Business Friends Docs, I believe. So go print this out. Print out several. Use it for a week. And that will be good. I'll go over my activity tracker just a little bit so you can kind of see what I've been doing. This one is, I think this is the same one that's in there right now. They change it so often, and it doesn't matter which one you use, whatever one's best. But it has personal development on top. I listen to audio because I don't have a lot of time, so I listen to audiobooks on audible.com. And I try and listen to like 15 to 20 minutes, and it's usually while I'm getting ready for work in the morning. And then because on here it has goals, in case you don't know. It has your goals for the week. So My social media goals are 2 to 4 posts a day. My new contacts goals is 35 people a week. My invite to a challenge group is 60 people a week. My invite to coaching is 40 people a week. And then these I just check mark, like follow-ups, checking on the team, checking on your challenge groups. Send out e-cards from your back office to your new customers, stuff like that. So those are my numbers. Those don't have to be your numbers. These are a little accelerated because, well, I have a goal and I have a baby coming in 3 months and I'd like to be home by then. So I have big goals. So those are my numbers. Again, those don't have to be your numbers. A lot of people, it suggests 2 to 5 people a day. So say you do 2 people a day to invite to a challenge group. That's, and by the way, don't just work 5 days a week. God created the earth in 6 days a week, so you can work your business 6 days a week. I also learned that in a training group. So take 1 day off a week, and then so you do two people a day for 6 days. That's 12 people. So you can put 12 in here instead of 60. I try and do 10 people a day. That's my goal, but that's just me again. Same with the invite to coaching, 2 to 5 people a day. So like I said, make your own rules. If you want to grow faster, then increase your numbers. If you just kind of want to get this going, then start low. And if you don't hit your numbers, it's not the end of the world. Has been a rough week for me. My goal was 60 this week, and right now I'm at about 30. And I have 2 days left of the week, and I haven't done my power hour today yet. So I've only done about half. And you can see here I took Saturday off. And even Sunday night, we were really busy, Mother's Day and everything. But I still managed to fit in 30 minutes to get some invites out and do my follow-ups. So the thing that you need to remember is this business you don't have to sit and work at this for hours every day. If you can, I'll probably spend maybe minimum 30 minutes a night, and then some nights I spend 2 hours. It just kind of depends how the conversations are going. If I send out invites and no one's replying, then I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to go to bed. But if people are responding and wanting some more information, then I sit and I keep messaging them back and forth. And I'll get to how I do that in just a minute. But so the time can vary, but that's something that I have really worked on getting better at, is the consistency. And I think that's what a lot of people in our team struggle with, is consistency. And I know I have for a long time. And I'm finally seeing some good traction because I've literally been doing this power hour every day except for 1 day a week for the last 3 weeks. And it's just now starting to snowball, compound effect. So think if you start tonight with your power hour and doing this process, think in a month how many potential customers or potential coaches you have. They all may not sign up tomorrow. Trust me, I thought last month I was going to have like Success Club 20, and they all backed out and they're like, oh, maybe next month. But you know what? Those are seeds planted, and next month they could be ready to jump on board. So put this out, set your goals, and we'll go to the next one. So the next step is to pick a personal development. You guys know how important personal development is. Yeah. Do you have something to say?
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Where is that found in the back office?
It should be, let me look. It should be I think it's under My Business.
I've printed it off before.
I thought earlier under training and then coach.
Oh yeah, it could be under there too.
All right. I'll find it. Sorry.
Nope, you're fine. It might be helpful for everybody else that's going to watch the recording to know too. Yeah, it's not in there anymore, is it? So yeah, go to news and training, and then under training, and then yeah, she's right, under coach. On the under learn how, it's in there. It says how to earn, and it says business activity tracker on the right. There's a PDF.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah. Okay. So print out, save that to your desktop or something so it's easy to get to. I don't know. I just have it saved to my desktop, so I just print them when I need it.
I'm just printing them now.
Okay. So like I was saying, personal development is very important, because something that I've really learned in this business in the last several years is that owning your own business is such a mind game. It's so easy to get down on yourself. It's easy to let all the little things, maybe the outside things, affect you, your life, and your business. So that's why it's really, really, really important to have positive things either in your ears all the time, or you're reading and thinking about them throughout the day. Something else about personal development is that don't just read it just to read it to make a check mark on your activity tracker, but really read it and implement it, because that's what makes you grow personally, and that's what will make your business grow. I'm listening to, I'm kind of listening to two things right now. I'm listening to the You Are a Badass by Jen something.
Cicero or
Cicero, yeah, something like that. So I'm listening to that just to kind of, you know, hey, I'm awesome. This is why, kind of thing. And it's been very helpful, like learning about how to get past excuses and stuff like that. And then the other one I'm really listening to is the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. And it is really, really, really good too. I highly suggest both of those. And if you, like I said, I don't have a lot of time to read. I'm gonna mute you guys real quick. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I know how to do that. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. If you guys can mute yourself real quick. Thank you. Okay. So if you have a question, just unmute yourself. Not a big deal. I highly suggest those two if you don't have a lot of time like I do. I work full-time job, and so I don't have a lot of time to sit and read a book. And I had some other really good ones. And you can do books too. I have lots of books. The Energy Bus is really good. Eat That Frog is really good. Compound Effect, again, is really good. So those are just some suggestions. I know you probably heard a lot of these, but I can't enforce enough. It's the things that you hear over and over again that you still don't do in your business, but you're like, oh, well, that must be important. I keep saying it, but you don't do it because that was totally me. So business activity tracker, personal development, two very, very important things to grow your business. Don't just ignore them. Trust me, I did for a long time and it didn't work. So pick a personal development. Okay, so number 4 is going to be basically doing your power hour every day. So number 1, Facebook friends list. Number 2, print out your activity tracker. Number 3, pick a personal development. And number 4, do your power hour and hit your daily goals or weekly goals. If you are not able to work 6 days a week, that's okay. Not the end of the world. But like I set weekly goals, even though I still try to hit them daily. So like I said on my tracker, I have like 60 new people, but say I only am able to work 4 days a week this week. So that's, a lot of people I got to invite every day. So hit your daily numbers, do your power hour every day. So with that, I'm going to go into a screen share again and show you exactly how I do this. Okay. And can you guys see that okay? Thumbs up? Good? Okay. So I updated this in our team page as well. This is under the files. It's called Cold Invite Script. And this is exactly what I do. I sit down to do my power hour and I start from the top and go down on my activity tracker. So I check off, did I work out today? Did I do my Shakeology? Did I do my personal development? Yes, no, check. And then I go into social media posts. How many times a day did I post today? Mark how many you did. Now, for my new contacts, this is what I do. Actually, let me stop sharing this for just a second so you can see what I do here. Okay, so I go on my phone, and if you have the Facebook app on your phone, under the bottom, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this with the lighting. Might be funny. Anyways, on the bottom of your screen, you know how you have newsfeed, request, messenger, notifications. Under request, it's going to give you a list of people you may know. I wonder if I made this. There we go. That might be a little bit better. A little bit better. So under request down here on the bottom, when you hit that little button, it gives you people you may know, which is essentially people, friends of friends from Facebook. So I literally go down and I check to see who I'm friends with, who our mutual friends are. Make sure that they're not friends with other Beachbody coaches because you don't want to steal other coaches' customers or potential customers. But I check out their profile a little bit, see if it was someone that I would want to work with. Usually it's females. And I literally add friend to probably 5 to 10 people a day. Now, do all those accept it? No. I probably get 2 to 3 of those will accept it. And I just leave it at that. I don't message them. I used to, but and you can if you feel more comfortable with that. But with them seeing that you have friends in common, usually don't question it. They'll just be like, oh, I must know her. Mainly because a lot of these people that I'm adding are from my hometown, that are people that either still live there or people that were older or younger than me. So they don't really question why they're adding me. So once they add me or they accept my friend request, I have a list of their names because obviously they are not going to be on my Excel Facebook friends list anymore. So I keep track of them this way. You can use just Notebook, whatever you want to do. This is just an old planner I had. So these are like all new people that I've added in the last couple of weeks. Probably a good 40 new friends for Facebook. So my goal with this, hey Jennifer, can you mute your, thank you. My goal with this is once I get through everyone on my Facebook list, on my Excel sheets, is I will start going through this list because obviously I haven't gone through them yet. So that's what I do next. Add 5 to 10 people. And then I get into the invites. So now let me screen share this again. Okay, so you guys see this okay? So this first section here, this hey girl, how are you? I highlighted it right here for you so you can see. This is typically what I send, and you feel free to edit it to what fits you. Make it your wording. Like this is totally me. Like I would totally be like, hey girl, how are you? You know, like that's just me. Like I could hear that coming out of my voice. So change it up to how you are, change your verbiage. But basically it talks about hate, like it's the kind of the non-confrontational way of inviting people. And I found it to be very helpful. Even people that are not interested, they still reply back. They're like, no, I'm good. I'm doing something else. Great. That's fine. But this has been working pretty well for me. I am going to probably tweak it a little bit here pretty soon because it talks about if I send you details. And that's when I was sending the email. I stopped sending the email, by the way. If you watched my live thing, I stopped doing that because it was not working. So trial and error, right? So, but anyways, I still say if I give you details, and if they respond yes, or sometimes even people will respond with a long thing about their own health fitness journey and how much they need help, and they'll just spill it all to you, and that's great. I'll usually reply if they say something back, obviously, but then I go down here and, like you said, it says here, if they say yes, don't ask for email. I need to delete that part. But I basically copy and paste this part, the highlighted part. And I say, awesome, the challenge is 21 days, and it starts in 2 weeks. You can change that too. If I'm really trying to get points, then I usually say like next Monday. But being towards the end of the week, I always bump it up a little bit more so they're not like, oh, I can't do it by Monday. But it basically tells them it's done online. You do it when it works for you. I need to eat healthy because this 21 day fix isn't all about eating clean. Fall in love with working out, support one another along the way. It's so much fun. I'd love to give you more details, but first tell me, what have you been doing lately? So basically, this is where you start forming them. Sometimes I don't get replies back from this even, and that's totally okay. And I posted a thing in there about follow-ups that I will show you in a little bit later too, if they just stop messaging you. But from this point, whenever I send this and they say yes, send me details, I have a notebook and I write their name down. I don't know, can you see this down here? This little bitty screen? Basically, this is just a notebook, basic. I have May challenge group interest at the top because these are all the people I've talked to in May. These are all the people that have said, yes, send me more information. So out of the, let's see, probably 60 to 80 people I have invited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18 people have said yes. So that's your percentage. So don't get discouraged when people don't reply. That's just a numbers game. That's how it is. Usually 1 out of 10 say yes. So say I invited 10 people, one person's going to say yes, send me more info. And out of the 10 people that say send me more info, one of those people is going to sign up. So don't get discouraged, please. Like not everyone's going to join. So that's what I do. They say yes, I put their name down. Sometimes I'll write some little notes just from my knowledge. Usually not much. Like one person mentioned that she was diabetic. Another girl mentioned that she was drinking Isogenics because her mom sells it. So obviously that's going to be tough for me to try and get her on Shakeology. So I just made little notes like that for me. You can do what works for you. I don't use some fancy spreadsheet. I just don't. And I'll go back. This is my April list. This was a long list because I invited a lot of people in April. And some of these people, they were not interested in the 21-day fix, and that's okay. Some people, when they're like, I love dance, I'm like, okay, great. Let me tell you about size because it's so much fun. So I'll write down their size next to them. Some people were like, let me get back to you next week. So I would make a note on here, follow up, and a date on there. So when I go back through here and check it out, I know if they're highlighted, that means they purchased. If there's a star next to them, that means they were very, very interested, or I got all the way to the end. And they were still kind of like, oh, well, maybe, even after the price and everything. And then a lot of these people, like I said, were next month's. So I have comments on here, May, June, July. So I know, when they're interested. So what I did this month, when I started May, is I went back through my April list and I created a hot list. This is Hot List May on top. So these were all the people that had stars next to them from April. And so these are all the people probably in the next week or two, since most of them I talked to towards the end of April. And then probably next week or two, I'll definitely go back to them and remind them about their goals and check in and see if now is a better time for them. If not, then I will move them to my June hot list. But this keeps the names on the top of my head and fresh to know who to really go for and who to talk to and who was really serious. So we're back to here. So challenge group interest. This is my May list. I have one girl that starred, and even she already told me that she would have to wait till next month. So I already have her down June, July. I have written over here because she's going to be down the road a little bit. So the rest of some of these people on the bottom, I'm still forming. I'm still talking to, and I'll go through that in a minute. But this is what's working for me. Pen to paper. It's easy. I sit down. I sit in the recliner because it's comfortable. And I have my laptop and I have my notebook, and that's all I need. And my activity tracker and my list. Don't need anything fancy. So they say, I'll go back to the screen share here so you can see it. I send them this, and typically they'll reply back with what they've been doing for workout, maybe sometimes how their eating has been. They usually don't answer all the questions. Sometimes it's just a little bit here and there. But from here, you kind of free form it. And you can go to, how do I get out of this thing? Go down here on our team page, invitation guide. This is essentially just the 5-step invite process from the back office. And I don't use all these questions, but this is a lot of the same stuff. So you see here, step 2, the interview. These are some of the same questions I ask. So they reply back to that first one. And so then I ask, well, what made you interested in this? How long have you struggled with nutrition? Have you ever tried a Beachbody program before? They may not even know what Beachbody is. Some stuff like this. Some other things that I might ask are, what's a typical day of eating look like for you? Or how many times, I always ask this, how many times a week do you eat out? And if they say, like 5 to 6, then I ask, how much money do you spend a week eating out? Because I can gauge that by, I had a lady tell me she spends $180 a week eating out. And then she gave me a money objection at the end. I was like, lady, oh my gosh. So those people, you're just like, you're not serious. You're not ready. Anyways, that just shows you, I asked that question because when they give me a money objection, then I'm saying, listen, this can replace 7 meals for the whole week. And this could save you so much money, from eating out. And anyways, that's why I asked that question. But kind of gauge your own questions. Basically, you want to get some information from them. You want to see how you can help them and how this program can help them fill the gaps. I like to find out, like I said, what their workouts are. If they say nothing, then I ask what kind of workouts they like. Sometimes they're like, I don't know, whatever, Sometimes I'll say, does 30 minutes of exercise sound like a good plan to you? And they say, yeah, that sounds great. I have 10 minutes to finish this up. I'm going to do it. Anyway, so this is what I do. Feel free to read through this. I ask questions. Then I literally ask this. I say, but usually I don't say, listen, I still don't know if this is right for you. I usually say, this sounds perfect for you, because you want to instill confidence in that person. So instead of saying, listen, I still don't know if this is right for you, I say, listen, this sounds perfect for you. And then I still sometimes say, when I ask these questions, it's to help me understand better how to help you. And I say, if I send you a video, would you watch it? And then I literally go through this whole thing, step by step. This is exactly what I do. I send them the 21-Day Fix video so they can watch it. I ask, what did you like about it? So we'll get back down here. So did you get a chance to watch the video? What did you like about the video? Never just ask, did you watch it? What did you think? You want to ask, what did you like about it? So I asked that. They'll tell me a little bit. And then I literally say something like this. So here's how it works. You enroll in the challenge group. You get all that, you can insert your own words here. And kind of go from there. They might give you objections. They might not ever respond after you send the video. That happens to me. They may get to the very end and say, this sounds awesome, but I'm going to have to wait because I can't afford it right now. And then there's also a objection sheet in the back office that you can look at too if you have problems dealing with objections. So check this out. Here's a little bit of follow-ups. I'll show you on my other thing what I do to follow up. So that is my step-by-step invite process. So I literally send, let me open this cold script up thing again. I literally send this message to 10 people every day. I go to my list. I'm going to stop this real quick. I go to my list, and you'll see the people that are crossed out are either coaches or men. I don't invite men because I don't work with men. I can't help them really. I don't relate to them. But I literally go down the list and check mark off. I do 10 of those a day. 10 of those invites. And then for my challenge group ones, or my coaching ones, I do the same kind of thing. I also check in with my current challengers. You can ask for referrals sometimes. Let me go back to the screen share just real quick. So you can see, here's my coaching one. There's two different ones here. The top one, if it's someone that you know really well, this one works really great. You'd be an awesome fit as a coach for XYZ reason. This works great, especially if you know someone that loves fitness, maybe is already teaching fitness classes, someone that you see runs all the time, someone that you see is just very super upbeat and positive, even if they have nothing to do with fitness. Those are the kind of people you want to send something like that to because you really do want them on your team. And then there are other people, like random people, I send this one. It's the very nonchalant, again, way of, do you know anybody that wants to earn income while working on their own health and fitness? What they say? No, I don't know. I don't know anybody. Okay, great. This is supposed to be like, well, I do. I want to earn income while working on my health and fitness. So that's what you do there. So Power Hour, I sit down. I go through this list. I send that generic invite to 6 or to however many people a day you want to. Same with the coaching. And also, this isn't discredit if you are already talking to people, those count too. This is just a way to cold invite. I learned this from a 5-star elite coach from my Super Saturday. She does this. She did the email system, but that didn't work for me. So I started this instead, and this worked really well. And then again, I do my follow-ups. I also make a list. So you can do this anywhere. I have my fancy planner because I like to be pretty and fancy. But this is essentially for my follow-ups. So I just make a list of who I want to follow up with that day. And right now it's kind of empty just because I'm still forming some people. But probably next week I'm going to start putting those people on that hot list on here and start messaging them throughout the week and getting that going. So number 4, like I said, was Power Hour. And number 5, if you're really, really serious about this and you really want to grow, I want you to post this every Thursday in the team page. I will post mine as well. You can do this electronically if that works better for you. Like I said, I'm a pen and paper person. So I just take a picture and post it. And you can talk about your victories. You can talk about your struggles for the week. We are here to help each other. And like I said, I'll post mine. I'm in a mentorship group right now, and we do this. And it's very helpful seeing even everybody else's struggles, because you realize that you are not alone in the struggles. You saw my numbers. I invite 70 people, and 18 people said, sure, send me more information. Things like that, you don't realize that even the top coaches go through. So that's my process. We have 3 minutes. If you have questions, if not, we can chat in the team page if we run out of time. But who has questions? Nobody? Does this make sense?
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
You want us to post the tracker like that we've done for the week?
Yes.
Or the tracker with the goals for next week?
What you've done for the week.
Okay.
This week, you can definitely post it with your goals. That'd be a good place to start. So that way we can, and again, everybody's numbers can be different. It doesn't matter what your numbers are. But yeah, you can definitely start it with your goals for the week. And then next Thursday, post your completed tracker. Does that make sense? Okay. Any other questions? Does this seem simple? Is this like a simple system that you can follow? Yeah.
Seems pretty simple to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I make things so complicated, and I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people in this business think it has to be super complicated and so many things going on, when really this is all you need to do. And like I said, the compound effect really takes hold.
One more question.
Yeah.
The invites are not free group invites. They're challenge group invites.
I do challenge group, but you can definitely do free group too. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. But yeah, free group counts too. So if you want to send out, however many you want to do, go for it.
Or maybe I'll start with challenge group, and if they deny that, I can see.
Or you can do some of both every day. You can do a few free and a few challenge group. So yeah, that works too. Okay, well, I think we're about to run out of time. But if you have more questions, feel free to post in the page. I'd be happy to help. If we need to do a follow-up call, or I'd be happy to do these once a week if we want to talk about things. It's fine with me. But I really hope this was helpful, because this is really working for me. It's going to work for you. So.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for joining.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.